myself. Go for it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So all bear witness on this day, the 7th of June, Anasociotalis 60, at the choosing of the beast of the east, Yokujin and Indrachi do proclaim that Alana of Sky be inducted into the Order of the Mark and ordained as a premier of that order. Furthermore, they are given arms by letter patent and evermore proclaimed as a mark and peer of the east. All bear witness that on this day, the 7th of June, Anasociotalis 60, at the choosing of the beast of the east, Durin Bastion is inducted into the Order of the Mark and ordained as a premier of that order. Furthermore, they are given arms by their patent and evermore proclaimed as a mark and a peer of the east. All the marks are the premiers, they are co-equal. And now, their majesties would see before them Ryan and Whyte.
Your Majesties, Your Highness, Your Excellencies, and great populace, let me tell you the story of a man introduced to our society who soon found an interest in archery. He would take side quests into other areas, armor combat, leatherworking, calligraphy, ceremony research, and let's not forget poetry. But he would foster that love of bow and arrow and explore other aspects of it, including fletching and combat archery. His skills would grow not just to improve his aim and accuracy, but to improve the community of the sport. Central Region Commander, Consort's Champion of Archery, and Champion of Archers of both Dragonhaven and Carillion, and Captain General of the Archers. His love of the art led him on a journey of much work and tears of both frustration and joy, with the goal of having the skill and prowess of ranged weapons be acknowledged by the known world. On his path, he has been invited to many orders, among which include Silver Crescent, Sagittarius, Pelican, and Golden Mantle. And now he comes before you to answer the question if he shall add the shiny new title of Ranger of the Mark to his list of accomplishments.
Ryan, this order exists today in no small part of the effort over the past decade. And we're going to pretend that that was a smaller number, like you said, both for the feelings of the law as well as everyone here who was waiting for it. You happy, Ryan?
Of course, I will stand.
Their Majesties would have all peers of the realm come forward to witness this occasion. Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry to speak for this candidate?
I, Joachim Lichtenauer, would offer words from Sir Bartholomew Whyte. Your Majesties, I am Sir Bartholomew Hightower. I am a knight, pelican, and walrus. I am a citizen of Glenadam, a Briton of Artesia, a defender of the dream. As a knighted society, I will speak for Ryan and Whyte. For me. Among the roles of knighthood is to protect those that cannot protect themselves, and speak for those who have no voice. And so it is fitting that Ryan has been asked to consider elevation to the Order of the Mark. While many have rightfully given support for this order, Ryan dedicated himself body and soul to its creation. He has chosen the long path. directors to provide them with the insights, hard data, and potential corporate changes needed to see this order created along his path. There have been many setbacks, many frustrations, and many opportunities to simply walk away. Instead, each time he was met with disappointment, Ryan stepped back, considered what might be done, move the best way forward, and step back into the effort. Perseverance. This new order will need members who can see past the trappings and walls of this unique and fleeting opportunity to establish traditions and expectations among its members. The Order of the Mark must take its place among the other peerage orders as a pillar of the society, and its companions must become true stewards of their chosen endeavor. Your Majesties, the man before you is uniquely qualified for this task. His devotion and dedication mark him as a peer. I implore you to bring him into this order. So say I, Sir Bartholomew Whyte.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak for this kingdom?
After that, I really don't have any more because he said it all. Knights aren't here. We don't speak for severance. The good God. That is for severance. You have done the thing. In no small part, you did it. I truly respect.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, I, Voivoda Montefiore, companion of the Order of the Laurel, bring word of Baron Llewellyn ap Tiernan, Order of the Laurel, Order of the Pelican, at the present times. I, Baron Llewellyn ap Tiernan, Order of the Laurel, Order of the Pelican, and a long list of other fruit salads. Hereby send greetings and praise to my friend, Ryan Whyte. Speaking as a Laurel, I do not believe that you could have chosen a better premier for the new order. Ryan and I have worked for near a decade together to help the society define and create the newest order. I find picking him to be a member of said order to be right on target. His words and his phrasing has always found the right clout, and his ability to flex when needed contributed not only to the art of the creation of the new order, but also made our organization overall a better landing spot and a launching point for those interested in any art, not just archery. Imagine, if you will, sitting with him and talking about how we would release our words to work against pushback and resistance from those who were shooting back without love. It was even better when our words would be quoted back to us in such a way as to redirect the conversation onto a new and better path. Even when others wished to give us the shaft, we worked hard to show that their conduct and words were swinging against the true future of our organization. Many are the times I have seen Ryan plunge into the fire of defining the new order and arch above the furor as the populace called for such arts to be recognized, even when it felt as though we might have my point unequivocally. Ryan Whyte is a shining example of the new order. He is my king. And if I may add, while I was not the target moral for this, I am happy to mark Ryan's day today by these words.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican to speak? Canton?
You get 3 months.
Suitor Suraj. Don't have that right. But I did bring the works of someone who does. Sorry, Marshal Lieutenant Yellow People who do know what they've done. These are the words of Magistrate. I'm going to finish this. Nika Dmitri Vadoch Zavitsina, companion of the Orders of the Laurel and Pelican. Rogue Estul Herald Extraordinaire, companion of the Order of Thorn Bjorn's Hammer for Archery of the Kingdom of Pelican. I would speak to you today as a companion of the Order of the Pelican of Hope, or as we heralds are wont to call it, Esper. Hope is not a passive virtue. It is nurtured by the willingness to give, to sacrifice, for what one believes in. 10 years ago, for those of us in the missile weapons community, hope was a faint spark kindled, but not fueled by the creation by the Order of Defense. The formation of a peerage committee 2 years later began to fan the flame that I was asked to join that committee, along with Pastor Ryan, who was tasked with leading. We went forward full of hope and energy. None of us realized at the time how hard we would have to labor to keep that spark alive. How many times it would flare into the flame, only to be nearly extinguished as other priorities were present, or the Imperium changed its mind. The pelican pierces its own breast to feed its young. Those of us that bear those burdens do not know how much blood it takes. Our labors to the cost. But we do not hesitate. Not even once. Sometimes in the darkest of times, hope is all we have. We are not as wise as a most wise woman once said, are not rebellions built on hope. Master Ryan believed and persisted and labored, and as with him, so will all of us on the committee. And with the committee, eventually, so with the society as a whole. And it is also ever such on the archery range as well, where hope is never realized without practice, without persistence, without commitment. Your Majesties of the East Kingdom, what you do today is justice. Hope itself. These are her words. And I am honored to give tribute to the East. To my brother Ryan, who is older than her. She has over her power. I will take 3 years.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, I am Yospana Asafi Lanyosa's daughter, and I bear words from Countess Karotica on behalf of the Order of the Rose. May I address the populace? Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, good gentles all, it is my great honor to speak to you today about Ryan Whyte. There is so much that makes Ryan deserving of this groundbreaking recognition. He has served as Kensington Archer General 3 times, has been Consort Archery Champion, Champion of Archers, Deputy Captain of Archers. The list goes on. On the range, he's a force to be reckoned with. His arrows piercing like the claws of the tiger, swift and sure. And Ryan brings more than precision. He brings dedication, service, and spirit. He stands with us, not apart from us. He has served as a herald in every capacity, brigantia, troubadour, and herald of personal nobles in court and at war. He is a pelican, a teacher, a mentor, a marshal, a former member of the Queen's Guard. He gives of himself constantly. His passion for archery is matched only by his commitment to building a community that shares his passion. His accolades from crowns and baronies alike speak volumes. His courtesy on the field, his joy in competition, and his tireless advocacy for others show a hero not only in skill, but in character. On a personal note, he is dear to me. The man who stood behind the throne to remind me of court protocol. The man who handed me an arrow broken in half he once split during Kingdom archery champs. The man who always had a smile, wise words, or a steady shoulder to offer. Today, members of the Order of the Rose are proud to stand in recognition of Ryan as a crown bestows not just an honor, but a legacy. And I know he will carry that legacy forward with the same grace, passion, and resolve that he has always shown. It is fitting and right you bear this honor. You who have tirelessly uplifted the archery community, and you who have brought the swift claws of the tiger singing through the air, loosened arrows. Ryan Whyte is my peer. We see you. We thank you. And we are overjoyed to see you elevated to the Order of the Mark. May your arrows ever fly true, my friend.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense to speak for this candidate?
I bear word from Dr. Schnuck, Master of Defense, Master of the Laurel, Prince of the East. I know. It falls upon me, beloved, to speak to Ryan's perseverance and dedication to his community. For years, Ryan was unstoppable in his advocacy for the archery community and the thrown weapons community as well. Time and again, he was handed back, delay after delay. It would have been entirely reasonable for someone to cash in his chips at any of those points. Time is finite. We'd all much rather spend it doing things that we enjoy. Ryan dusted himself off, had a drink, it might have been more than one drink, and went back to writing proposals, gathering information, and rallying people together. In the end, as we can see, his efforts amongst those and, well, many others, helped cause this peerage to be created, and I am excited to see Ryan numbered amongst its premier members. Mega, add your words here. Thanks, guys. I will add my own thoughts. We spoke at your vigil about the moment the Order of Mark was announced, and the significance of the Order of the Mark being created on the day of that particular crown tournament. I note the significance of a premier of the Order of Defense in the East speaking for a premier of the Order of the Mark in the East. Perseverance, indeed. Your Majesties, this man is our peer. The Order of the Mark is equal to the Order of Defense.
Is there a vote?
not insignificant. You must have patience to take the right shot. You must have clarity of vision and purpose to know what you are aiming at. You must have judgment that the shot you take will have no collateral behind it. There is a tradition amongst more than one culture